And baby girl, we're single, it's winter break, and we're reading books. Yay! Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Joy, back again with another video. And today we are joining BookTube. As you may or may not know, if you're new to the channel, hi! My name is Joy. I create lifestyle content focused on becoming a better version of yourself while having fun along the way. So basically, I am joining BookTube because one, I am single, if you saw my title. And I am not trying to be outside. This is my single season. I am very much happy with being single right now, getting to know myself. I also want to get into hobbies, and reading books is one of the hobbies I decided to pick up. I am also on winter break from school. I go to City College. My major is psychology. I am currently in my 30s, and I'm sharing a whole bunch of stuff about that, going back to school in your 30s, because at the end of the day, age don't matter. You could go back to school, you could start all over, you could do anything you want at any age. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Capiche? Capiche. And I'm excited because I am joining BookTube. I've been wanting to read books since last year, and I kind of sort of started, but not really. So this year I was like, you know what, we're gonna really go in our bag. Like by the end of the year, I was really getting into reading and like realizing I need to figure out what I like. And I think that was the biggest thing that stalled me, trying to figure out what your genre is that you like, because there's so many genres and subgenres. You got romance, you got drama, you got thriller, you got psycho thriller. The same way there's like a bunch of TV shows, there's a bunch of books. So I really had to figure out what kind of books I wanted, what I would like. I even spent like a whole day in Barnes and Nobles just taking stacks of book and reading like the first 10 pages of the first chapter just to figure out what I like. And I realized I needed to go towards it in a different like perspective. So I was like, maybe if I search for books based on the TV shows I used to watch, the movies I used to be into, then I would be able to find books that I like. So I ended up, which I thought was actually a great idea when I first found the book, I ended up borrowing all of these books, this stack. Oh, I showed you it. Act like you would see it. This stack and this stack from the library. And I feel like the library is so slept on. Like being a New Yorker, I found myself a little bit savvy. Like I'm a researcher hands down. Like if there's a free version, if there's some way I could pay less, I'm finna do that. Because when you live in New York City, bruh, you can literally go broke just trying to do different things, and ain't nobody got time for that. We live in an economy that ain't doing so good right now, so we gotta be resourceful. So I was like, let me go to the library, because I always have been a person that I like working in the library, especially the one on 42nd. It's so pretty, so beautiful. Oh, I've been there so many times. But I was like, you know what, there gotta be a way where these books are in the library as well. And of course, you're not gonna find every single book, but to start off your journey as a book newbie, go to your public library. Like there's so many resources, and I found out so many things. So first and foremost, you could take out 50 books at one time. So for y'all avid readers, because I'm a hobbyist, y'all avid readers, y'all veterans that like reading like 10 books in a month, go over there to the library. They got you 50 books you could take out. They do not charge you. There is no late fee. You just got to return it. Mainly when there's like a hold on it, then you really do have to return it. But other than that, you could keep renewing your book. Next thing, you can put books on hold. So like if there's a book you want to find, they can find it for you in another library, and that library will either hold it for you, or you can ship it to your local library that's next to you. I know, right? You don't even gotta travel. I done threw the book. You don't even gotta travel to get your book on. Like, come on. Okay, so now I want to get into the books. Oh, also too, there's book clubs that they host. They always have kids section. If you have kids, they always have kids section, kid events throughout the week, which is really, really fun if you want to do more family friendly stuff. Now, getting into the books I borrowed. First book I got was Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I actually finished reading it, so I will be doing a book review. And maybe a spoiler one. I don't know whether or not I'm gonna be a person that I might do spoilers and I might not do spoilers. It's just depending on how I feel. But I know me, when I talk about shows, when I talk about books, I be telling details. So if you don't want to watch spoilers, You might not want to watch my videos, but still watch them. Just like bleep out or fast forward the parts you don't want to know about. But yeah, this was really a good book, and that's all I'm gonna say because I want to do a book review. Next book I got was Jackal by Erin E. Adams. This book is good so far. Its writing is structured in a very interesting way. The character is very interesting. I cannot wait to dive deeper. I am on page 41 right now. It is a very heavy textbook, so that's why it's taking me a little bit longer. Not that I'm racing anybody. That's another thing. I'm gonna let you know right now, this is a hobby for me. Reading my books is a hobby, just like painting, sketching somewhat, because you know I'm a fashion designer, so I love to sketch. But yeah, like painting, like certain things are really hobbies for me. So I'm not gonna be in competition trying to read and like do all the popular books. I'm going to read and share what I like, and hopefully inspires you to start your own start your own reading journey, or just pick it up whenever you have a free moment versus being on social media or watching TV. That's really another reason why I started reading, was because I wanted to do less TV, less screen time, and really also encourage my daughter to read more, because she already picks up books on her own, and I think that's just like amazing. So I really want to nurture that, so that's why I'm reading as well. Oh, I didn't even get to tell you my book goal. So my book challenge goal is to read 25 books this year. I know some people will be like, oh, that's so low. Let it be low. Like I said, I'm not in no competition with nobody but myself, okay? Last year I read maybe 2-3 books. This year I want to read 25, and if I only read 12, that's still a win in my mind, because it is a win is a win. Okay, so that's Jackal. I'm ranting. Okay, the next one I got is On Rotation by Charlene Ubi. Yes, this one is about a medical student and her sister is getting married. Is very much a very interesting read, because it goes into African culture and just like the whole marriage thing. If you are from any country in Africa and you grew up with parents that are very traditional, the forcing your daughter to get married thing is like a really big thing. Like they look at you not having a husband as like a lack. I know they do in America, but it's heavy in like other countries, specifically Africa. I know India as well. You don't got a husband, you don't even got perspective. Something wrong with you. That's what they be saying. Ain't nothing wrong with me though. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Next we got Verity by Colleen Hoover. I got this because people were saying it's good. I read End of Us. I actually did not finish it. I need to. That was the first book I bought last year to try and read. Still didn't finish it. I'm gonna try to finish this year. But that's the reason why I was like, let me borrow books from the library instead of spending my own money. And then I don't enjoy the book. So yeah, like this, we're gonna see how it goes. The next book I got was Gil Breakers. I started this book and it's pleasantly surprising. It's about this woman who is basically trying to find that person, and she's dating different people, and she has a list of deal breakers that she's not going to deal with if that's what they do. And I just thought it was funny because this is one guy who straight up was like, you know, if we have kids, you're going to quit your job. I was like, baby, next, you see, that's why we single. The next book I got is The Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. I really like her writing, and this was available in the library, so I was like, let me give it a shot, because people were saying this series, Block Shot and Long Shot, this series is really good. So I was like, oh, she got both. Library pickup. Next, I picked up The Hating Game. There was like people saying they didn't like it. I don't know. I was curious. I was like, hey, let me see. Maybe I'll like it. I'm very much open-minded about what I'm reading right now, because I want to read a mixture of romance, drama, psycho thrillers. I don't want to do too much like only romance. Like I need some drama. There needs to be something happening. I need something. You feel me? Then I got the other series in the Kennedy Ryan universe is The Kingmaker and The Rebel King. I believe it's a part of, let me see if I can find it real quick. So this is the page, and it shows basically each series. So this is all the King's Men series, and then the Hoop series is Long Shot, Block Shot. So if it's good, I'll probably get the series and then read the rest of the books that's in that series. And the last book I got is The Maid. I kind of hit my chin. You did not see that. And the last book I got from the library is The Maid. People have said really good things about that. This is, I believe, a thriller, a mystery thriller. So I'm excited to read that. It's about this maid that I think she sees a murder. Like I said, I don't really know. Some books I want to do blind reads for, because Long Shot, I'm just guessing, like maybe it's like about basketball. I didn't read the back. And The Kingmaker, I definitely didn't read the back, and I definitely did not read people's reviews. That was a book that was coming up with a lot of people that I follow that are booktubers. So I was like, hey, let me check it out, see if it's good. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one because I really love a good mystery. Like, I think I'm definitely a Agatha Christie fan. Like, whenever I see any of those types of shows or movies, I tend to gravitate towards them. So I really want to see if I can get into book versions of that. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot, the other book that I borrowed was The Perfect Find. I actually finished reading that, and I will do a book review because, oh my god, that book was so good. I actually reread the last 4 chapters after finishing it. Like, that's how good it was. Like, that's actually going to be a book I purchase and reread. Like, it's so funny because I always was like, yo, how do people reread books? Like, I never thought I could be a one to reread, but I get it now. I get it so much. So that wraps up every book that I borrowed from the library. I might do like a library vlog one day to go shopping for books in the library, just so you can see the options that the library has for you. And if you don't want to like purchase right away, you just want to like dabble in it, you can. So that wraps up today's video. You already know, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Let me know what books you're reading this year. If there's any you want me to check out that you think I would like, love, whatever the case may be. Or if you are doing a book challenge, I want to know how many books you're trying to read this year. Maybe we can hold each other accountable, because baby, I actually do want to see if I can read 25 books. Like, I really do. I really do. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.